Hello, my dear Cancer. This is Ron from Terror of the Twin Sun. Excuse me. Welcome to my channel, Terror of the Twin Sun. My name is Ron. I will be doing 3 iterations of visions of or cycles of your love life and particular energies that may reside there. Please take what you will from each portal to make a sort of harmonious representation, an instrumental vision in which to help you with your situationships, okay? So once again, this is a reading for Cancer, situationship reading for January 2020, and this is Tarot of the Twin Sun. I'll be working from the Royal Fez for the first iteration. Royal Fez 1975 deck from US Game Systems. Going to start off now, and please relax as I clear the energy of the deck. Okay, first portal's now open. First portal is open. Cancer, January 2020. There is a mistruth showing here, some sort of hidden truth. A hidden truth that has to do with a part of you, something of an act of creation is here, and you are piercing the gateway to creation. There's a hidden new truth or a hidden philosophy that you are trying to discern, and you're trying to do so in an emotionally intelligent way. It seems to me that this is an act of desperation. There's something about what you're going through in the month of January 2020 where you may have a lot of options, perhaps too many, and it's casting you into a type of doubt or fear or perhaps emotional detachment. You're having to emotionally detach yourself from a certain amount of things. You could be dealing with someone, but possibly an air sign, who may be lying to you about something. It's a huge lie. Perhaps they're hiding some sort of aspect of the truth from you. Also, there is something about this Ace of Swords in the reverse, combined with the Seven of Cups, that talks to me at least about a type of emotional unavailability that you may be portraying in a certain way because you are on the quest for truth, but haven't found it yet. And it's very indicative of something like this. There is someone here from the past that you're trying to bring back into the equation of your love life. This person causes a great deal of nostalgia for you, and there's a strong connection with them, and you're trying to possibly use the right discernment to either bring them back in, to celebrate some sort of hidden soul tie or not, or perhaps to find healing and just to move on and to truly emotionally detach with the Seven of Cups energy combined with the Star. There's something here, especially in January when Aquarius season kicks in, something about the need to be rid of the Two of Cups energy and to ground yourself and to find emotional equilibrium, but only through detachment and through a form that is quite detached in a certain way. Give me a second. Yeah, we're rolling. And because of this, you perhaps are in control of your passions. You seem to have a great deal of passions for manifesting a great deal. You could be into magic right now in the month of 2020, January 2020. But there is generally a feeling of a need to be alone and to be detached from anything, including friendships as well as emotional partnerships that may stir up something inside of you. There's something about the water and the emotional content inside of you that has been a cause for great fear, but you seem to be getting over this when it comes to a connection that is very profound. You are trying to write in your own sense of purpose, your own sense of higher dimensionality, but it's very difficult for you because you are trying to make a choice between two different parties or two different options. It seems like there's a choice that has to be made here, and it's between two different options, and you may be sitting on the precipice of making that choice. Look to the moon cycles to make the proper choice, or perhaps try to balance out your energies and your time to whatever choices you have. One of the choices has to do with you holding back emotionally. Though you have a great deal of emotion, you cannot give it to someone who is generally sad. This person that you may choose from is generally um, not elevated in the way that they should be. Therefore, there is this energy of waiting, a great deal of waiting, and trying to find some sort of truth or illumination that has been hiding from you. Um, with this person, there's a very strong indication that there won't be a proper commitment. There's instability in this connection. Here with the King of Pentacles as well as the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. There's also some news of expansion, some sort of expansion. Something about your energy, my dear Cancer, is coming into growth as well as expansion in terms of your heart space, as well as your ability to be abundant and to be grounded, and also to be good at what you talk about, what you say, how you bring your suitors in, whoever they may be. There may be a chance for new romance with someone completely new, and they may offer for you a way to get out and to find harmony in some other way, shape, or form. Okay. This iteration is closing after the secret of the High Priestess is revealed. There's something about a hidden victory with a secret, with the High Priestess here, some sort of hidden victory with the Six of Rods and the High Priestess. What it is pointing to is a type of someone who was once manipulative is now coming back, they're returning, and they're trying to bring down your walls, but you're extremely blocked with your card here, Chariot, in reverse, as well as the Seven of Rods, or the Nine of Rods energy. There is an emotional detachment here, though there is a great deal of emotions. You know, they're attached to the wrong place, and the situation is rather toxic. Therefore, you're moving on, I think, to find some sort of equilibrium and strength somewhere else. That's what I see. That first iteration is closed. I'm moving over to the 1890 deck, the Alieta deck from the French school. It's a 130-year-old deck from the French school, like I said, from Alieta, a grandmaster occultist. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this a bit and have the second portal open up for you now. Okay. There's an end of a cycle here, end of an emotional cycle. The second portal is open now. There's the end of an emotional cycle, perhaps the vision of what you want, emotionally, harmonically resonant here, with someone who is offering you something, some sense of an apology, with the boy, the blonde boy here, Garçon Blonde, giving a cup to you or to someone, offering you some sort of harmonic resonance. This is a new lover who is not really paying attention to what you need as a mother figure, Cancer here, with femme in place, the woman who sits, and she sits with an emotional wealth. She knows who to give it to, but your emotions with this person seem to be out of control. That's what I see. But through this out of controlness, with someone who is youthful, they don't have to be young, but youthful in nature, they have like an idealism about the way they go about romance and the way they apologize to you after hurting you a bit, about some sort of manipulation with Malady here, with the magician energy in reverse. there is some sort of, once again, Ace of Swords in reverse, some sort of largeness, some sort of thievery, some sort of a huge thing about what they did, about this manipulation that was very cutting in a certain way, may have cut out the connection between you two. However, there is an incredible there's an incredible emotional wreath that binds you two together. One is of envy, the other is of peace. And I think there's something that they did that was extremely childish, and perhaps had you essentially try to get rid of the shackles that bound you two with the force majeure in reverse, you being able to get rid of some major force that this person had over you. So there is an incredible amount of confusion no longer. There is a clarity here about the emotional content. And through an apology, they may offer you enough of one, but I think your emotions are very much colored in a certain way, and it's very difficult for you to find an equilibrium. Um, yeah, also here, there is some sort of hidden truth, a massive truth that is riddled with a lie, a huge lie about how someone did something. Someone did something to hurt the connection you had between you two. Um, and this could be a third party, but it doesn't have to be. And there's something about this that creates a cycle of teamwork and solitude, of oscillating between the two, between teamwork and negating that with temperance, as well as the Three of Pentacles here. There's a move to and from some sort of solemnity, and then also a disgrace or something like that. And there's a need for you to find healing in this equation, because this person someone here caused someone a great deal of toxicity and sword cycles that weren't necessary. There was a lot of lies, but there still is a strong emotional connection here. The connection is very strong and it's very harmonic. This person's romantic pushes towards you won't be listened, because you're on the path to the Ouroboros, to the universe, to the world, and making a new cycle occur. So the cycle between you and this person is closed. If there is a third party, there may be a chance that that third party is also closed because of a great lie that occurred between you and them. Okay. I'm going to move on to the last iteration, and I'm going to make this fast because someone downstairs is not letting me finish. So I'm going to move fast. Using the Legitimate Tarot combined with Cigana de Sorte. It's my Portuguese and Spanish deck. And I'll just pull a few cards and call it quits. Oh my God. Christ. Yeah, there needs to be healing here. Something from the past. You seem to have offered a great commitment to a soulmate, and the soulmate has reciprocated in a certain way. This is the third iteration, so it could be a completely different story arc, but just take what you will. I see here a divine pairing, a strong commitment between lovers and not only that, soulmates, but it's based on the third dimension. It's based on this reality, and it's very much in need of establishing lineage, as well as establishing some sort of emotional harmony with the star in reverse. Healing either has taken place or needs to take place, and it's still somewhat latent, and there is a need to establish some sort of sense of family dynamic here. There's a challenge that has been scaled after a great deal of isolation and emotional detachment to something that caused a great deal of fear as well as toxicity. Okay, so there needs to be some sort of departure. Six of Swords energy is showing here with the ship, as well as the plane, and moving about and finding perspective with something that has to do with home. Okay, so I see here something that a situation where home life is very much intense. Your fourth house is activated, my dear Cancer, and that is your home. And there's a lot of stability here. There's something about the family that needs to heal. There also is a mom and dad figure and their relationship may in the month of January have some sort of secret message about a spiritual aspect that was once challenging and no longer is. Um, there is something about the mother that needs to heal. There's some sort of hidden toxic emotional complexity that stems all the way to the root of Eden, of Adam and Eve, and some sort of holy, sort of intense thing about the grounding, about that situation that is affecting you in a certain way in the month of January. Some sort of lost lineage, as well as a need to find some sort of fate that is determined, but you can't seem to see the logic or to find the grounding, to find the root of this poetry. Okay, so I suggest to depart from anything that is unfamiliar to you, and to that is familiar to you. Find things that are unfamiliar and explore a bit to find some sort of transformation that may be needed for you in the month of January 2020. Okay, I'm going to pull from the Russian Fairy Oracle just a few cards to make sure that things are good. Advice for you. Yeah, once again we have the home here, home card. Home is huge for you in January. Whatever you make of that, it could be a metaphorical home, could be a literal home, as well as the moon. This is double confirmation of something. Moon, father figure, and main male, and home. There is something here about there's a hidden nature about your mother that your father was aware about, and there's something about home too. These are all very rooted cards. This is like the past, and some sort of lineage that will help you. There's wisdom inside the father and inside the mother, and there's wisdom for you to find some sort of stability, as well as the ability to find structure in your life if you need that. Okay, my dear Cancer, this is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. I would like for you to share, subscribe, and like, if you will. Please forgive me for those interruptions. They weren't of my design, but yeah, if you will, check in mid-January 2020 for the Great Mirror reading, and I'll see you on the flip side. Thank you. Bye.